What's happening, YouTube? We are live right here in YouTube. I'm going to be doing this a lot because I just really think that not a lot of people do this, and I think it's definitely going to be beneficial for you guys. Cool, I can turn the camera on and everything. So I'm going to be posting this on the channel here because I think it's going to be extremely valuable. I'm just going to simply, no BS, no fluff. I'm just going to be going through this entire thing right here, okay? On what I'm basically doing is going through my Facebook feed, not switching anything up. Basically what I did was, what's going on, guys? Welcome in. As you're coming in, just say what's up. Ask any questions you have, and we'll go through those at some point here. What I'm going to be doing here is I'm actually going to be going through showing you my Facebook feed, because I go and dropshipping stores. I see tons of different Facebook ads, whether it be from dropshippers or be from e-commerce people, or whether it be from people pushing courses, stuff like that. So I'm not going to try to beat around the bush. I am going to be completely honest and straightforward. When I see something, I'm going to break it down for you guys and help you understand why some of this stuff works and how it works the way it does. Now, if you could just give me a thumbs up that you can hear me and everything. My mic is messed up, so that's why I'm using these headphones, kind of weird looking. But let me see real quick. Yeah, if you guys could give me just some sort of thumbs up or let me know that you can hear me, that would be awesome. And we will jump into Facebook right now. Okay, cool beans. Let's jump in. Okay, like I said, no BS, no fluff. We're going to jump right into it, and we're going to go through what's going on, guys. We're going to be going through all this stuff literally right on my Facebook page. I'm not going to cut any corners. I'm not going to edit anything out here. Nobody does this. Let's do it right here. Now, I do apologize. There's some weird stuff. I'm friends with everybody on Facebook. Like, when I say everybody, let's see if I can make that a little bit more clear. It's not very clear, but I just accept a lot of people's friend requests. When people ask me, I don't really monitor that much, like too much. So do mind your own business here. But as I go through, we're going to talk about each thing here. So I don't want to evaluate, an American Express ad like this too much, because honestly, American Express is a giant business. They're doing a lot more than what we're doing. Remember that we're not a brand. For the most part, we're not pushing stuff that's branded. We're pushing impulse ads that are trying to get people to convert right this second, right? So I'm not going to evaluate that, but we're going to go and just look at really all the stuff we got here. I apologize for some of my friends, family stuff on here. There's a lot of cool information. Great. You're seeing my feed. Really cool. All right. Woo! Cool beans. Let's see what we got here. So hope you guys can see this. Let's talk about the copy first before we jump too much into the actual video. Now, I don't know whose store this is or whatever. I literally just got delivered this ad because I like other dropshipping pages or whatever, right? They're targeting me. So what we got here. Holiday Universe is the page. Great, cool beans. It doesn't really matter that much if you guys know that. So the first thing right here, the first thing that they put. Now, the first thing we notice before we even evaluate the copy is that this copy is pretty concise, pretty straight to the point, it's pretty simple. That is incredibly important. I love simple copy in this business because straight to the chase, and it's very simple for the customer to understand what's going on. That's very important. And the reason that's important is because it makes it easier for the customer to buy or to potentially buy, right? So first off, that's something that's great here, that they have a shorter copy. I never typically go over 4 lines unless it's a higher dollar product. But for the most part, what we're doing with Shopify Dropshipping, we want to be in a simple format between usually, sometimes you can do 2 lines, but 3 and 4 lines is what I like to do. Now, how do we structure this ad? Now let's talk about this one. Let's evaluate it. Fast charging dock and lamp, in all caps there. Now, what you can put in that first sentence there is something like this. You could say something that extends the product. Now, I don't love that, to be completely honest with you. I think they would do better with something that says like, let's see, it's a fast charging. So it's an organization tool, and it's a fast charging dock and lamp. So something like, and obviously you want to think about this a little more to put the perfect thing there, but something like, let's say, does your phone ever run out of battery? Obviously that's really long, but you get my point. I have to brainstorm it a little bit, but like, this fast charging, what is it, dock and lamp? This fast charging dock is amazing, in all caps with, flames and whatever. Obviously, they are calling people out and saying, whoops, not calling people out. They were saying what this product is in all caps here, which is pulling people off the page and getting them in this product. Now, to be completely honest with you, the copy is not as important in e-commerce as it is in like software and people who are like selling you a course or like stuff like that, because you're actually reading through the whole thing. We are selling people on impulse. This is subconscious buying that people are doing. So they're not even necessarily going to read all this and understand it and go, oh, yeah, like fast charging dock and lamp. We are looking further into it than most people do. Now, the first step of value packing the offer is arguably the most important part of the copy here. 85% off plus free shipping worldwide. Guys, that is an offer and a half. They are value packing that offer right there in all caps and making abundantly clear that the offer is 85% off and free shipping worldwide. As a consumer, how do you turn down 85% off plus free shipping? You don't. It's an amazing offer that they push out. You need to have an offer that is absolutely irresistible. So that's the first thing they're doing, right? Or the second thing they're doing there. And obviously this product it's kind of like a semi-trending product, not a product I would love to sell, to be honest with you, because it doesn't really solve a clear problem, and it also does not have a passionate audience that lines up specifically with it. It's one of those middle tier products that's like, okay, like, could work, whatever it may be. But the reason it works is not because of this copy. It's because they value pack the offer and because of the content. The video content's really, really good. It shows very clearly what this product is. So they value pack this offer here, and it's very clear and concise that you're either going to click this shop now button here or you're going to click this hyperlink right there. They're making it very, very easy for the customer to buy. So it's a very good ad in comparison to what we see a lot of times. They have 3 different emojis here, 1 in the headline. That's 4 emojis. I usually suggest between 3 and 6 emojis. If you get over 6 between in here and down here, you're getting a little bit ridiculous. The other thing to think, it's going to look scammy, honestly. The other thing to consider here is they have 2 flames here and then 1 yellow emoji that's pointing over to the side here. Those are 2 different color schemes. So if you had let's say a yellow emoji here and a yellow emoji here, a yellow based emoji, and then a yellow emoji here, this wouldn't pop out as much, but it does because it's a different color. So you've got in the copy, right, you've got 1 color scheme of red, yellow, and blue. Just something to know. Now, let's just talk for a second. Oops, that is really loud. Apologize. So it's got a decent song to it. Sale, it's got the flaming, it's got the flaming little thing in there. That's cool and everything. But notice this, most important thing about this video. Within the first 3 seconds, done. It shows you exactly what the product is, what it does for you, and it has 3 things in it. Shows you what the product is and what it does for you in amazing content. And number 3, it has human element. Look at this. You could see yourself doing this. You see the hand. That's human element. So you add the human element into it. And so, guys, it's a pretty good ad. You can see it's working pretty well. If you can't see that, it's basically got 7.5 thousand likes, 400 comments, 2.4 thousand shares they've spent. They probably made close to, 6-ish figures. It's hard to tell, obviously. I don't know where they're running the traffic and stuff like that. So let's keep looking. All right, here's another one. Let's read through this. Okay, it says this is body and wellness. It's a little bit different, a little bit of a different niche here, but let's read through it. Slouch much? Boom. Boom. People who have back pain, they're hit right there, or they back pain or bad posture. And by the way, this thumbnail, I think this is a thumbnail here. Pretty good thumbnail because it has a pattern interrupt here and it has a human element. It doesn't really show what the product, kind of shows what the product does. It's like the transformation. Pretty good thumbnail. Not amazing, but pretty good. Slouch much? Slouch much? Boom. The people that slouch, don't have great posture, want better posture, have back pain, immediately are going to be pulled off the page and watch this video. So they're going to continue to watch it, right? Good posture prevents aches and stress and back. It needs a little bit more selling because it is a health and wellness product. People are not going to buy something for health and wellness as quickly. They need to be sold a little bit better. Which means probably if you clicked on this page, the landing page is probably going to be a little bit longer. Now, that being said, the offer here is not 50% off, get yours here, whatever. The offer that is very weak, in my opinion, is that it will correct your posture. Wait, let's see, actually. Yeah, so it's can wear under clothing, stretchable fabric, The problem that it's solving is it's going to correct your posture and maybe take away back pain. that's the problem it's solving. That's the problem in the solution, right? The offer, they're kind of doubling down, like the offer is that it will fix your back. Well, as Facebook gets more challenging and as more advertisers come on board, there's going to be more complicated, not more complicated, more complex sales pitches going on here. This is not real good copy. Get yours now is not a good offer, guys. You need to put something out there that makes people click that page. Now it's working, obviously, because it has good content. And it's not this part. Yeah, see, no more posture. Somebody's hurting, their back's hurting. That's the problem. And this is showing, I wouldn't put it probably, I don't love that. I love the real human element. There could be some little things, with animation, but it shows that they should put this at the beginning, especially this is like an ad scene on TV thing. It shows exactly what the problem is and how it's solving it. My guess is it's working really well just because they got a certain amount of custom data and they spend a certain amount of money on it. But you can improve on these ads, guys. These ads can be improved. I'm not saying go and run them for yourself. Like you could, yeah. But like this is literally my Facebook feed, guys. Do some product research and find ads like this and see where you can go from there. So we're gonna evaluate one more and then I'm gonna see if you guys have any questions for me here. All right, I've seen this one for a while. So this product's pretty cool, but I don't know how the actual what do you call it? How it actually works. I don't know if it actually works that well, but basically you stick your phone in the back and it blows it up like in a bigger picture, and it looks really cool. But like, I don't know, we'll see how all that works. But let's see what we got here. So it's got good content. You can already see now at the beginning here, it shows you immediately what it does. And it shows somebody else using it. So you've got immediately what the product does with good content, have human element. We've got hands. We've got a girl watching it. That's a bunch of human element. You can see yourself sitting on the beach here watching this, right? So we've got the human element. We've got the amazing content. I wouldn't say amazing. I'd say good content. There's no captions here. I would probably put some captions in this video, make it look better. So it's pretty good. It's good quality and all this stuff, and we could see ourselves in this video, but it can be improved for sure. Now let's see. What's the problem they're solving? Well, you could argue that the problem is like the screen's not big enough. It's not really a problem. This is more of a passion product. Once again, the mix, like what was the first product we saw? There was like a mix between like a trending and solving a problem. It's somewhat of a purple ketchup product. It's not something that I would honestly run because I think later on down the road, those are the type of products that are going to go away. But something you can make money on. This shows you guys how much possibility there is to have success in this business. People selling products like this that are just kind of in the middle between the two. They're like okay products, right? And they had 3 emojis. They're all the same color scheme. Doesn't really pop that well. It's okay. This is Spark, the incredible 3D amplifier for smartphones. Little long for me. Who really cares if this is Spark? I guess that's a little bit of branding, I guess you could say. And let's see if they put Spark down here. Yeah, they did. That would make sense because they're trying to brand it a little bit. I do think it does work better for a lot of people, for me personally, when you somewhat brand a product like that, because it just brings a different dynamic, right? And it makes the customer feel a little bit more, it brings in a little bit more credibility and shows some trust there if there's a brand, even if it's a fake brand that you just make up, right? But they didn't really get straight to the point as much as I think they probably should, and they didn't put as many different color schemed emojis in there. Shipping is their offer in all caps, and that's an okay offer. I would do something having to do with a percentage off or limited quantity available or whatever, limited time, whatever, something like that. A stronger offer. This is an okay offer. Like I said again, guys, this ad is okay, but if you put up great content like this is good content, I would say, actually. It's better than most people post, but it could be improved. And you put up a good product, you can make money in this business. That's why I say this, that Shopify dropshipping is not that hard, right? So yeah, that's we could definitely improve on that as well. Now, like I said, that's going to be the last one we're going to go through, but let's see. Yeah, that'll be the last one we'll go through, because if we could sit here and do this all day long. Yeah, I'll get to talking. This will be a 45-minute video where we'll be talking about all that stuff. So now that we've kind of gone over that stuff, guys, sorry, I'm trying to go up and down there. What questions you guys have for me? And I want to answer all your questions. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing more live Q&As. I may just do all my videos live here on YouTube, just so that, because nobody does that, and it's more personable. It's not. It just seems like so fake when people get to cut stuff, right? And I mean, I've cut video, like all my videos out here, except for one or two, they're not live, but I just feel like it's more real here, and I get to, connect with you guys and stuff. So maybe I will set a time. How about that? If you guys want to do that, let me know. I will set up a time during the week where I'll do Q&As, on YouTube here. The thing is, moving to Orlando. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you see I'm moving to Orlando February 25th. I'm going to be pairing up with a guy who, his name is Nick Biederman. He's pretty big into Shopify stuff as well. We're starting a business together and stuff. So we'll be posting a lot of free content, a lot of valuable stuff for you guys. And that's when I'll be doing more so of a, I will have a schedule, because I know, guys, listen, I get it. YouTube is all about being consistent, and I want to consistently push out content for you guys. The reason I'm not setting a schedule right now is because I'm in the middle of moving. I know that's an excuse, and I apologize, but as soon as I get established, I will have that for you, free value all the time. Now, too much fluff there. Let's talk about it. What questions do you guys have related to what we just talked about? So we just talked about all these ads. We're going through it, talking about a little bit of psychology stuff, right? But a lot of it was just like talking about the offer. Are you putting out an amazing offer? You just put get in yours here. Like, this is impulse. We're impulse selling, guys. We're getting people to come off of Facebook, right, and buy something from our site without doing any research. This is not Google ads. If people research our products, they're not going to buy from our site. We need to get them as soon as they click our link to buy, right? So just keep that in mind. All right, let's see what questions we have here. Sorry, guys, my chat pops up and comes up and then goes away. So let's see what questions we got here. So what are ways to beat your competitors with trendy products? People keep telling me to make something better. There's a lot of ways that you can beat them. That's kind of a general question there to answer, to be honest with you. Do I use ClickFunnels? I do for landing pages to sell, if I do any one-on-one coaching calls, stuff like that. But I don't use it for e-commerce. No, Shopify is the way to go, guys, with e-commerce, selling products with Shopify Dropshipping. It's just so integrated, or it's so optimized for it. It's very easily integrated with all of our resources we're using. So use Shopify for sure. What apps do you recommend for Shopify? That's a hard question to answer. The reason it's a hard question to answer is because it depends on your budget. And there's certain things you can outsource the beginning if you have a higher budget. So entering tracking into PayPal, that is terrible. You need to do it, but it's terrible. And so it's just a grind. It's a grind. So if you're working 12 hours a day and you created yourself your own job with your Shopify dropshipping store, that's fine. You don't need to download this app. But if you haven't, you want to download PayPal tracking info on autopilot, because it's upload all your tracking numbers to PayPal automatically. It's 15 cents per order, something like that. It's well worth it if you have the budget. So it does depend on your budget for different things, but yeah, it's more of a specific one-on-one basis. Best way to improve on competitors' ads. So, all right, so let's do this. We're going to talk about these two things. First one we're going to talk about here is, someone said, what could be the most common problem if testing 50 winner products, there are no winners? So it's one of two things. One, your targeting is off, which even if you're doing any logical targeting, it's probably not that. So it really more so is really one of the two things. It's just, one, you're running the wrong products, or two, your content isn't good enough. You're, within the first 3 to 5 seconds, you're not pulling people off the page to go to your website. Remember, guys, it's all about the funnel. It's all about the product page, then the add to cart. So the funnel is they visit your product page, which is your view content, add to cart, initiate checkout, add payment info, and purchase. That whole funnel is everything, because that's what 99% go through. They either go through that funnel or they don't buy. They visit the product page and they leave. Forget your collections, forget your homepage. Yeah, about us. That stuff is important. I'm not saying it's not important. Make it look good, but don't spend too much time on it. It doesn't matter in comparison to that funnel. That funnel is what's going to make you money. And so, I forgot what the question was again. So maybe it's the funnel doesn't look great, but it's likely the product that you're actually selling, the content. If you're posting amazing content, then you're getting people to your site, right? And if your funnel is pretty simple right nowadays, you don't really have to get too complex with your funnel, because people are selling with, free Shopify themes with no apps included, and it doesn't even look legitimate. There's nothing wrong with a free theme. You can make a free theme look really good, but You don't even have to try that hard. People are doing minimal effort and making a lot of money in this business right now. So it's probably your product that you're actually running or the content you're posting. You need to make sure you're posting viral content that pulls people off the page originally. If you never get people to your site, you will never make any money. Okay. Like I always say, you can have an average store, you can have average products, but you cannot have average content. Because if you have Amazon.com, you sell a pill that cures cancer, and you post content that is simply a picture of the pill on Facebook, and you don't provide any value to the customer, and it doesn't show human element, and it doesn't show what the product does, and it's just literally a picture, you're never going to sell anything, you're never going to make any money. But if you post a good quality video with great, amazing content within the first 3 seconds, you show exactly what problem that pill is solving, and you get people to the site, they will buy it because you have an above average site and you have an above average product. They will buy. But if you never get people there, it doesn't matter, right? Content is everything. All right, we're going to go through one more question here because we're at 21 minutes. I want to make sure I can upload this seamlessly, and I don't know what my battery is at either. So let's check that. I'm not going to check my battery because I don't know what happens with my YouTube Live if I check my battery. What apps do you recommend? That's a hard. It really depends on your situation, where you're at, how outsourced you are. I mean, I always recommend one-click upsell, downsells, upsells, cross sells, frequently bought together, shipping upsells. There's so many ways to make money, to increase average order value. What kind of products perform well on Instagram? That's too broad of a question. I need a little bit. I need a little bit of a more specific question there. All right, so let's talk about this one. Ferris says, what are the best ways to improve on competitors' video, or was it ads or videos? Videos, right, okay. So that's a good question. There's a lot of facets of this. You want to make sure a few things. I'd love to provide an example, but so how do we improve on, instead of talking about how to improve, let's just talk about how to nail down the basics of what a viral video looks like and what we can do to make it, great, right? Amazing, right? Let's talk about that. So the video should be between 15 and 30 seconds, give or take. Could be a little bit longer if it's a product that needs to show a little bit more application, needs to be explained, something that solves a problem and needs to be shown multiple times, solving that problem, or has amazing content that's longer than that. But I wouldn't do really anything above like 45 seconds. That's just long. You're getting long. You can make it work, but typically 15, 30 seconds is what I recommend. Within the first 5 seconds, if you do not show human element, what the product does, whether it's solving a problem or whether it's the freaking dancing unicorn I always talk about, and you see the dancing unicorn dancing, if you don't show the human element, what the product does, and the value that it is going to provide to the customer, the benefit that they're going to get out of it, you will make no money. You may make money right this second because it's still stupid easy to make money in Shopify dropshipping. But I guarantee you, 6 months, a year down the road, when it actually gets hard and when cost actually rises, because just so you know, everybody's saying Facebook ad costs are high. They're not, subjectively speaking, in comparison. It just means that the people that are saying it's high and have stopped dropshipping, they're just not good enough at advertising. They don't know enough about business, about marketing to push through when the going gets tough. They fold and they sell courses and all this stuff. When the people that really know what they're talking about, what they're doing, they're continuing to go. When it actually rises, though, you're not going to be able to have the success unless you know these main things, right? So first 5 seconds, you have to sell people. You have to sell the customer. You have to show them exactly what the product does. Human element, like I said, all that stuff. Copy. In the copy, which is the text of the Facebook ad, push out an irresistible offer. Irresistible. Whether it has to do with limited quantity available, free shipping, 72% off, whatever you want to say. But you could say 63% off, limited time only. And then the next one you could put, and I don't usually do 2 lines of offers. I usually value pack the offer once in the copy, say it once in the copy, like we saw the 85% off free shipping. And then in the headline, I usually double down on it, or I'll just say the product if I'm doing like they did with one of those ads where it's like a branded product. But if you could double pack the offer, you can do that. if you want. But like I said, don't go over like that 4-line mark. It looks like just mumbo jumbo. It looks long. So you want to have emojis that pop a little bit. Like I said, 3 to 6. Mix up the color schemes a little bit so that each line kind of pops. You want to value pack the offer. If it's a problem, if it's a product that solves a problem, you want to approach either or both of the problem and the solution. So if you're selling this posture corrector thing that I've seen everywhere that we just evaluated on an ad, and it corrects someone's posture, notice that one of the first things they said is, do you slouch or something like that? Or you could say like, get rid of your back pain. And you got to be careful about some of this stuff because Facebook doesn't like ultimatum text. And you don't want to say like, do you, because they don't like use and they don't like the word Facebook and all this stuff. They have all these rules, right? But you want to call them out, whether either it's with a question or something unbelievable. Fix your back pain, sorry, my dog's shaking. Fix your back pain now or something like that, something unbelievable. So an irresistible punchline, whether it's a question or something at the beginning. You want to, that punchline can approach the problem or the solution. And then you want to have an amazing offer and you want to be very clear cut, showing them exactly where they can purchase. Simple. Simplicity is key, guys. I'd rather you have a super simple free theme Shopify store than have an unbelievably complex paid theme where you can't find the add to cart or the buy now button, right? And so those are things I would suggest for that. And then also the thumbnail is unbelievably important. Now, the 3 things, very similar to like a video, that you need to have in the custom thumbnail in order to have success in this business. Well, with these specific products we're talking about, right? You need to have 3 things. Once again, what the product is or what it does. That's number 1. Number 2, human element, a hand, somebody's face, whatever it is. So human element, what the product does. And the third thing is the most important thing. It's called a pattern interrupt. You'll notice as we're going through Facebook here, you'll see like random like gasping emojis, right? Or you'll see like arrows pointing to something, or you'll see like heart eyes, or you'll see letter boxes, which is like the top where there's like white and black rectangles, and it says like, this is amazing, and it's like heart eyes, right? You need something that interrupts the pattern of ads going, or of their feed. They're going through their feed and they see that and it pops out at them. They see it, right? Or something in the thumbnail that's unbelievably important. So those are the things you can use to beat your competitors and make better ads as for thumbnails, copy, content, all that stuff. So I hope this video helped you guys out. I love going live with you guys, love answering your questions. If you have any more questions for me, feel free to message me on Instagram. That's where I'm readily available to answer like one-on-one questions. I answer pretty much everybody that asks me questions. And yeah, we'll be doing more lives here. But like I said, if you guys like this live thing, or you're watching this on a replay, whatever it may be, comment, let me know. I like to hear what you guys have to say. And yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys very